everybody, in today's video I am going to be unboxing this pen that I just got from Christoph. This was a pen that they have had for a while, but they had a release and I got an email saying that this was stocked back up, and this particular pen has been my unicorn fountain pen for a really long time. And so I signed up to be notified if they ever restocked the item, and I got the email and purchased it right away. I didn't hesitate at all. And I'm so excited. It came super quickly. It came in 2 days. They use a FedEx Express shipping, and that is included in the price. It's free shipping, but it's incredible. So these are the cards that came with it. One is just the business card. One is the lifetime warranty card, and then this is, I think it's just an advertisement for some of their pen cases, which actually look really lovely. As soon as I'm done filming this, I think I'm actually going to go check these out because this looks really, really lovely. But it did come with 2 ink cartridges, a black and a blue, which I won't be using. I will be inking up this pen with you today because I want to see how it writes, but I figured for the full experience, let's do it together. So the pen box is really lovely. It's very sturdy and it protected it very well. It was packed very well in a box, inside of a box, inside of another box. So, and like I said, it did come really quickly. Every order comes with a pen case. Some are leather and some are the cloth ones. I understand that the leather ones, ran out with this release because they had 60 pens in this release, I think, or 6,000. 6,000 pens, and they shipped them all, and it was an intense situation. But here's the pen. This is the antique glass pen, and I want to make sure, I think this is the SE, but let me confirm. Let me pull up my email. I'm really, really impressed with the quality. So this is the Model 3 Modified FP Antique Glass SE. I really love this pen, and the style was modeled after a pen that they did several years ago that was made with actual antique vintage Coke bottle glass, and it had the same color and it had this same sort of distressing or fatiguing of the glass inside, and they've tried to sort of force that into being, but this pen is actually made of resin. And I'm actually happy that this particular pen is resin and I didn't get the actual glass one. I don't think I'll ever own the glass one. I would love to, but I don't think they'll ever make them again. But I feel like it's a lot lighter, which might make it a little bit easier to continually write with. But I want to talk about the details. Not only is it distressed on the inside like the Coke bottle glass version would have been, but they have this really lovely lasering, and I want to bring it a little bit closer and focus on it so you guys can see. They have this really lovely laser engraving on the top, and then they also have it on the side, and I really think that's just a really lovely detail. I thought that's really mindful, and it's just very delicate, and I don't know, I think it's really lovely. But here's the distressing on the inside. You can't feel it. It's smooth on the outside. It's on the inside of the resin, but the details are really nice. I opted for the black steel extra fine nib because when I originally looked at this pen online, I could see that the guts were black, and I felt like a silver nib might contrast a little too much, and so I opted to change the nib out for the black one. It does come with a converter because it's a full-size pen. As I understand, the smaller pocket pens do not come with a converter, but the full-size pens do. I did not have to pay extra for this. It came with it. And I really love the details on all of this. I'm not sure that this is going to write like an extra fine that I'm used to, and the extra fine writing experience that I like. It looks a little... We'll let the nib sort of explain itself as we get writing, but I want to go ahead and choose the ink. So I think I'm actually going to choose this ink. This is a really cost-effective ink. I actually really like this brand, and they have a lot of really great gray color tones, which is the ink that I prefer to use. It's not very bold, but it's still dark enough for you to see. And this gray agate color is really, really lovely. So I'm going to use that, and I'm going to sit down so I can see everything a little bit closer. I believe I am using this particular ink in my Lamy Safari, but the Lamy I ordered in extra fine as well, and came, it says it's extra fine, but this thing wrote like a bold nib, and I actually had my husband file it down so that it was a little bit less aggressive. And when I first start writing with it, it's a very heavy inking experience, and then the more I get the ink moving through it, the writing gets a little bit finer, but it's still very bold. He did a very good job filing that down for me. He used a really, really fine sandpaper, and he is used to the precision sanding of things because he does it a lot for his work. So I trusted him to do this. I do not recommend just willy-nilly doing this because you could definitely ruin your pen. But I trusted him to do it, and he did a phenomenal job. But the writing experience of a Lamy Safari is still, even though it was supposed to be an extra fine nib, I was not happy. So we'll get going. So I'm just gonna take the barrel off here, and I'm gonna separate these two and everything because I don't want any ink. Gosh, it's so pretty. I wish, look how pretty the sun just shines through those bodies. It's just so beautiful. All right, so I'm just gonna stick, I don't think I have a towel in here. That's okay. I'm gonna stick the nib fully submerged in here. Actually, I'm gonna push this all the way down first. I'm gonna stick my nib fully in here, and then I'm gonna pull up. So I'm gonna try this again, and I'm gonna just turn the bottle slightly. I'm gonna push it all back in and see if I can't get a better fill capacity here. Oh, that looks a lot better. There we go. And like I said, can you even fill a pen without getting it all over you? And I guess that's the benefit of using a black nib like this. It sort of hides all of that. The thread is super long, and I'm wondering if that allows for easy barrel filling if you just put a little bit of silicone in here, because the threads, that's a really long thread. And I'm wondering, I won't do it today, but I do wonder if I could fill this barrel with ink and then put some silicone in there and maybe a little ring to prevent the ink coming out, because why would you have a super long thread? So this pen does post, but it doesn't feel comfortable. It doesn't go down very far, and it makes the pen super, super long. So in my opinion, I don't think that this pen is meant to be a postable pen, but let's find some paper and test it here. Ooh, that is much nicer than I thought it was going to be. It's a lot finer than I thought it was going to be, so that's really good. It looks really big, like it wants to write super big, but ooh, that's really nice. I've heard a lot of really great things about Franklin Christoph. Several of my friends own several of their pens, and they have never had anything terrible to say about it, so I'm very happy. It's a very smooth nib. But it does have a little pull, I guess. Not bad though. Like, it doesn't pull hard, like it's gonna be a problem, but like you could feel the nib rolling across. It's not very smooth, and it could just be because it's an extra fine nib, but yes. I love this pen. Yeah, so that's it. I don't really have anything else to say other than, dang, this pen is so good. I waited a really long time for this. I originally, like I said, I originally wanted the actual Coke bottle glass pen. But I know that that is just one of those pens that they're probably never going to make again, and I'll never be able to acquire that. Even if I had the chance to, I probably wouldn't ever be able to afford it. This pen is the most expensive pen I have ever purchased. This pen was $150, but it did come with this pen case, and the shipping was free, and it came with a converter. I was happy to spend that money because, like I said, this pen is a unicorn pen for me. I've wanted it for a really long time. But it's definitely the most expensive pen I've ever purchased. I think the most expensive pen before this I ever purchased was like $80, and I think it was one of the special edition, the rose gold Coeco pens when they were only released in China, and I actually purchased it from someone living in China. So I paid a lot of shipping fees and all that. It was a very expensive purchase, and then they released it in America like 2 years later. But other than that, you know, I have some Twisby Ecos and Lamy Safari now, and like 10 Coecos, and a couple other like cheapo pens. But I probably have 20 fountain pens, but they're like all the beginner ones. I haven't really wanted to venture into this expensive pen world, but I like this pen a lot. I like gripping it. Like the grip right here feels very comfortable. There's no teeth or threads that are biting into my knuckle. You can see that I hold my pen against this knuckle right here, and sometimes it can be very uncomfortable because the teeth will bite into me there, but this is really comfortable. It fits in my hand really well. It's not very heavy, and I just really love it all the way around. This is a 10 out of 10 for me. So that's going to be it for me. Thank you so much for checking out this video. This is a super casual, not super informative video, just a quick unboxing and my first thoughts and opinions on this particular pen. First thoughts, I love it. I already feel like I have to clean it because I've got ink inside the lid here, but that's okay. Yeah, so I will leave the link in the description for Franklin Christoph. As far as I know, this pen sold out very shortly after I purchased it, but you can get on the waiting list if you would like. I actually don't even know if the listing is available anymore because I did try to find it after the fact, but I will leave what I can down below for you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you guys later. Thanks. Bye.